Thursday's Supreme Court ruling that race could no longer be considered in college admissions has sent shockwaves through some minority communities and has gained mixed reactions from Asian Americans, including some who say they have benefited from affirmative action and see how race-conscious admissions were designed to help marginalized groups. Joining me now to discuss is Kenny Xu. He is the president of Color Us United and a member of the board for Students for Fair Admissions. That is the group that sued Harvard and the University of North Carolina, saying the schools discriminated against white and Asian American students. And Marita Etkubanez, she is the vice president of strategic initiatives for Asian Americans advancing justice. That group supports affirmative action and has denounced the Supreme Court's decisions as being harmful to all people of color. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's start with you. Both your reactions, and Marita, we'll start with you because you and your organization say that this ruling will particularly hurt Southeast Asian communities, Pacific Islanders, and Native Hawaiians.
Yes, our organization, Asian Americans Advancing Justice, AAJC, is deeply disappointed that the Supreme Court found Harvard and UNC's admissions programs unlawful. The court's decision flouts nearly 50 years of legal precedent and denies our country's long history and current reality of racial inequality. We know that race and racism continue to shape so many aspects of our lives. For many Americans, this is undeniable. And in the Asian American community, which, as you noted, is tremendously diverse, we can just look at the last few years when we've been scapegoated and blamed for COVID-19, which has resulted in increased anti-Asian hate. So it's important to note that there is no evidence of discrimination against Asian Americans at Harvard or that Asian Americans had lower admissions because of affirmative action. After weighing the evidence presented, the district court judge found no evidence of discrimination.
Okay.
Moreover, a significant majority, go ahead.
Sorry, so you say no evidence, Kenny. I'm sure you beg to differ.
Definitely there is evidence. If you look at the data, an Asian American with, at the top academic decile of on the academic rating has a lower chance of getting admitted to Harvard than a Black American at the 4th lowest decile, and a Hispanic at the 6th lowest, and a white person at the 9th lowest. So there is discrimination, and it is heterogeneous. Now, in terms of what Marita said about, Asian Americans, facing discrimination in this country, of course, Asian Americans have been historically discriminated against. This is why this ruling is important, because it shows that Asian Americans should be treated on the dignity of their accomplishments, not based on their race.
Okay, but do you agree with what Marita had to say that, Asians, I feel like there's also concern amongst Asian Americans who say, we are not a monolith, right? Asia is obviously a huge continent with dozens of countries representing many cultures, hundreds of languages. And when you look at the Asian American experience in America, it's vastly different, right? Not just with the cultures, but also socioeconomic status and the access that you have. So would you agree that affirmative action may have benefited a certain group of Asians, whereas it hasn't for another group?
No, I think affirmative action has hurt Asian Americans in general, because here's why. You see what Harvard did with the personality score. When Asian Americans applied to Harvard, Harvard utilized this personality score to rate Asian Americans lowest among all of the races. They had the highest academic ratings, the highest extracurricular ratings, highest teacher recommendations, second highest counselor recommendations, and Harvard rated them lowest on the personality score. That's inexcusable. Those things are correlated with strong personalities. Those things are correlated with self-determination, independence, hard work, self-discipline. Why can't Harvard see past that? Instead, they just see test-taking robots with no personality. That's why I believe that this ruling was important, to stand up for the dignity of Asian Americans.
Marita?
That argument presumes that standardized tests like the SAT are the best and fairest measures of merit. The students that Advancing Justice AAJC and other civil rights groups represented spoke powerfully about the importance of holistic review and considering factors beyond test scores. Our organization is in this because we understand that Asian Americans are being leveraged as a wedge in these matters, and we are adamant that our community not be used to divide communities of color. Alongside our allies representing diverse communities, we will continue to fight to advance educational equality and racial justice for all.
Kenny, let me just pick up on what you were saying regarding, I guess these stereotypes, right, about Asians being docile and, not having a personality and perhaps being, smarter and working harder. So you're saying that the Supreme Court decision basically validates this model minority myth. Is that what you're saying quickly? That it's being employed?
No, that's
that this
not what
model
I'm saying.
minority myth is being employed when admissions counselors are looking at, Asian American applicants?
So what I'm saying is that Asian Americans are diverse in so many respects, right? Just me talking to Marita right here, we're diverse in culture, diverse in ambition, diverse in intellect, all kinds of things. But what Harvard did by lumping Asian Americans into this personality score is they really, flattened Asian Americans and sought to
But by
find a
lumping them
racial
into this
balance.
personality score, they're relying on stereotypes, right? And so the reason why I bring that point up is, that what people would say, well, that's the argument as to, it shows that there is systemic racism when it comes to, admissions at the higher, education level. And perhaps these myths and stereotypes also apply to other minority groups like Blacks and Hispanic students, right? And so if that is happening, at a systemic level when it comes to admissions, then why not level the playing field with affirmative action?
That is precisely what I'm saying. I'm saying there is systemic racism against Asians in the college admissions level. And by the way, there's racism against Black Americans at the college admissions level. Look at the way that Harvard patronized Black Americans. They lowered their standards in terms of their SAT, in terms of recruitment letters to Black Americans, in terms of their admissions rates to Black Americans. They didn't want Black Americans for their individuality. They wanted Black Americans because they were Black.
Marita, are you concerned that this is just going to drive a wedge between the Asian American community and Black Americans?
Yes, that is of deep concern. I think it's obvious that we're fundamentally at odds here, the two of us speaking today. I don't agree with the Supreme Court's move towards colorblindness. That is not how we should be interpreting our Constitution. And it's vital that we continue to work in solidarity with communities of color to advance educational equity. We believe that affirmative action benefits all, including Asian Americans, and we need all the tools at our disposal to assure that the doors of opportunity remain open to all students.
Kenny Xu and Marita Cubanez, thank you very much for this conversation. Appreciate it. We'll be back after this.